What's up, people? How you guys doing? Apparently, I didn't check my stuff as usual. My live stream did not first start at the right time. My auto sequence did not start, and I don't even know if my... Okay, you saw the like, subscribe, and join as a member icon popping in the bottom. Is that switching to the talking camera? No, it is. Guys, welcome to another Monday live stream. Really happy to be with all of you. A lot of stuff has changed. I decided to take a different angle on the live stream, and now different angle with a prompter. So you think that I'm watching the camera, but actually I'm watching you guys. I'm watching your message from Michael McCoy, who is a new member of the channel. Some other people also join up. My chat window is big, but not extremely huge. I don't see all the chat like maybe you guys do. So don't be afraid to ask a question again and again. Hi everybody. Please, in the chat, let me know if everything is working as it should. A lot of people today, I just want to make sure that we are live. Are you guys seeing me? Are you guys hearing me well? Sounds good. Hi everybody. Michael Sullivan, good day, sir. Looking forward hearing what's new. Chris White works here. Jonathan as a member, thank you very much. Okay, so today I don't want to penalize people, but there's a lot of you guys. I don't know how many. I don't have that information in front of my screen right now, but I'm probably gonna prioritize question from member, and I don't want to go over super chat as less as possible. But if the chats go like crazy fast, I won't have no choice but to go to super chat. I don't want to. I want to answer every question from everybody for free. I don't want you guys to spend any money. Patrick, welcome, Patrick. I don't know if you knew Patrick, but now I decided that Patrick's going to be a moderator of the channel if he ever needs to intervene with somebody. 72 people, 69. Oh, when you say Jonathan 69, wow, 72 of you guys are here today. Hi, Andy. A lot of people, but okay. Patrick, you're now a full moderator of the channel if you need to intervene on somebody that is behaving badly, and you cannot kick Rob out, by the way. But if you're fine with that, we're just gonna leave it as is. So thank you very much, Patrick. I trust you as a moderator of the channel. Now, everybody, please say where you are from in the chat. I'm gonna start with Oliver from Germany. No, sorry, Patrick, you cannot you cannot kick out Rob, not for any reason. So Jonathan is watching from England. I'm from Canada, by the way. So Wyoming in America, in the great America. India, oh, Canada, Sweden, Stockholm, Drummondville in the house. My friend Dominic is here, Montreal. Bonjour Richard, bonjour Dominique, bonjour la France, bonjour. Hi everybody who speaks French. Spain, Georgia, Slovakia, Netherlands, Augusta GA, I don't know where that is. Poland, Austria, Netherlands, Zambia, ooh, Germany, St. Petersburg, Russia, La France. But okay, you were in the UK this week, Patrick, so it's good. Belgium, Birmingham, UK, the Netherlands. Wow, a lot of people from everywhere in the world. Do we have some people from down under? Or is it's probably late over there, right? It's like 1 in the morning, so probably not a lot of people from Australia. Ohio, the Heartlands. Italy. Atlanta. Nice. Hungary. Nice. It's where is 9:30 p.m.? Is it in Australia 9:30 p.m.? I don't know. Probably not. Okay. So, I got a couple questions for you guys. Russia, okay, it's in Russia, 9:30 p.m. in Russia. What's up, Russia? I got a couple questions for you guys. Where should we start? Should we... Well, okay, first, I don't want this video to be clickbait, so I'm going to show you something that you never seen before, and it's a window with the firmware 1.13. Release note. I cannot show release note. Release note will be kept, I don't want to say secret, but they are not official. I don't want to leak the release note. I'm going to read some of it. I'm going to read most of the stuff that I believe is relevant, but I'm not gonna spoil more. And as a disclaimer, okay, a couple things. Today, I might take a break because it's probably going to be a long stream. A lot of people with probably good, interesting question relevant to what we're going to do. So maybe I will take some break. Everything that we're going to see today is unofficially released. This is a beta version of the software. Maybe we're going to find some bug. There should not be any bug left, but maybe we're going to find some bug. Maybe we're gonna see some stuff that won't be released now because there's a lot of stuff happening under the hood right now in the wing. There's a lot of stuff happening at Music Tribe. People are working really, really hard. This is the release candidate. Yes, Daniel. You cannot get the beta firmware, Tommy. Sorry. This is why I'm leaking it, because it's not public yet. So it's in your interest that I'm doing this. We're going to go over most of the new feature. And basically, I ask if I could leak that firmware because a lot of people are getting really, really vocal about this on Facebook. And people are complaining that it's not really happening. There's nothing... I ask if I could talk about it, and I was told that I could show some of the firmware, no problem. Hello, Florida. I'm gonna go over what I can talk about, and I'm not gonna hold much, but I just want to say, or explain maybe, there's a lot of stuff, new stuff happening. You guys saw that I got a GoPro here. Probably you're guessing why I have a GoPro here, right? Maybe I'm gonna talk about some stuff happening on this side of the console. But hi Phillips. But everything that you're gonna see today is unreleased. It may not make the cut. It probably will, but it may not make the cut. Maybe it will be fixed. Maybe it will be improved because there's a lot of stuff happening in the background. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be incorporated in the new firmware, new 1.13. A lot of new stuff. I'm going to say right now, I believe the only thing that needs to be tested with the firmware officially is intercompatibility with the new Copilot version to go with that release and Wing Edit. Wing Edit is right around the corner, and before it's get released, before it's get released, please let the people do the test before it's an official release and you guys destroy a show because it was not ready yet. People are working really hard. I know some of the beta testers are here in the chat with me. People are working really hard to release that and make sure all the bugs are fixed before anything. Because think about it, you have to go across a lot of platform, a console, an iPad, a computer, everything on the same network. So it could take a while. So I think I just lost my chat, right? Hold on. Probably gonna have a hard time today. Just because sometimes the computer can give you a hard time. Hold on. We have to deal with machines, right? So I need to grab my chat here. Don't go anywhere, guys. There you go. I have the chat. Okay. So I hope I won't have to reset that too many times. But okay. Seriously, let's dive into this. Let's start with the first page, which I showed you guys, which is this one right here. Maybe I'm going to show some stuff. We're going to go over it and come back later. First thing that you will probably notice is new colors. Colors have been touched a little bit. Don't adjust your screen. It's not really the camera. It's new colors on the console. Some other stuff, like we're gonna go over the USB here thing, the USB host speed. That's gonna be a subject that we want to touch a little bit. I'm gonna go over the page of this menu, and after that I'm gonna read some of the notes that I have, and we're gonna go back to it. But mostly a lot of stuff is happening here. So audio here, do we have some new stuff in there? Yes, the auto mix that's going to be enabled for the X and Y auto mix that was not there, and I believe this is going to be enabled for all the channel now, not only the first few. After that, surface wise, do we have any new stuff here? This menu I believe was looking pretty full, so I don't know. I don't remember this. I don't remember the main meter and main. Actually, no. Yeah. Okay, new feature that I didn't know about. Because I took a quick look at it, but I didn't fully beta test it because I wanted to check that with you guys. Because I want you guys and me to check it out together. So, I believe this is new. I believe we have the option to choose the main meter. So just for fun, I'm gonna go with monitor A. Hey, which is my select channel, pre-post. I don't know if it's working yet because I don't see any change on my physical meter. Actually, you can see my meter right there. Auto mix is available on all channels from day one. Really? I didn't know. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember all the updates, guys. So bear with me. I do not. If you release your solo, actually I need to have my solo on so I can hear my stuff. But maybe, oh yeah, maybe if I release my solo. There we go. I'm gonna try to release my solo. Can I go here, solo A? That would make sense. Okay, I didn't know if it, okay, guys, is it a change that was there before or not? I don't believe. But global on or off is new. Okay. Okay. So we got that. Sorry, I'm gonna put back my solo here. So option for the meter next to the screen. If you guys want to change what you're seeing on the meter, maybe you want your money channel, your main artist to see something, or you want to see something always there on your VU and you don't want to watch your main. You have the option if you're using a second main as your, I don't know, streaming main. You want to take a look at your house from the VU on the right, but you want to take a look at your streaming main that you're sending out a big juicy signal there. So maybe that's a useful feature for that. So the thing with the wing, as usual, you can do whatever you want. Is the key feature of the wing is fully flexible. 100 viewers? No way. Are we really 100? What's up, guys? This is the biggest stream ever, right? Oh, okay. Well, let me slow it down a little bit. User layer link is new. Okay. Are we still live? Because I have some I had some camera change. We're still live? Yes. Okay. 100 viewers. Wow. This is amazing. Thank you very much, guys, for being here with me. Okay. Moving on. User layer link. Okay, this is new. Is there anything else new on here? Do you guys see anything? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Is my iPad chat gone again? If so, I'm gonna switch my working method here. Okay, so my chat is gone. Hold on. I'm gonna do this a different way. Can you guys bear with me just for a second? I'm gonna open up the video on YouTube and watch the chat from there, because it's apparently not working from it's not working from where I want to do this. So I'm gonna go join in on my show right there. I'm probably gonna have a publicity that I will have to deal with, and that's good, that's good, that's good. And can I see the chat? Not in the mirror way like I would like to. Okay, so my method is not working for the chat. No, not working at all. So guys, you will have to bear with me as I will find a way to connect my chat again. Hold on. Let me try this one more time. I'm gonna reset my app. Maybe it's easier to just reset my app from time to time, right? Okay. I hope I won't have to reset it every 10 minutes. Because it will be a pain. Okay, and my chat window is now gone. Okay. It's always, on those big stream where you got a lot of people that stuff is just crapping on you, right? Okay, it's not, apparently my app is not working at all. Man. Bear with me, guys. This is live, no post-production stuff here. I'm doing the best I can with whatever I have. It's just my iPad that is crapping out on me. Hold on. I think I got it now. Oh, yeah. Okay. A lot of chat have happened before that. Okay, so we're still live. We're good. My chat is gonna work. I hope I can make that happen today the best I could. So, moving on. Probably nothing new here. In the remote section, we got some new stuff that you guys probably are interested in. It's the new section here of the HA remote. We didn't have that before. As you can probably guess, and I don't think I'm going to spoil anything here by saying that there will be a new or firmware update for the DL stage box, or S stage box and DL stage box, to allow the implementation of the new firmware with Gain Remote. I don't know fully how that's going to work, but judging by the option that we have here, we're going to have our 3AES50 line and enable Gain Remote or enable custom sync. I don't know what that's going to be. Maybe it's going to be some useful stuff that we can link together console and stage box in a different way, in the sense of sync, not, but we'll see what's going to happen with that. We have the Gain Remote or head amp HA remote option now. HA is for head amp. It's another word for preamp, basically. Your physical connector XLR from a stage box. DAW feature, I don't think there's anything new in there. Sorry for all of you guys. Yeah, it's the preamp. Sorry for any of you guys that wanted to have new feature in the DAW section. Let me know if you guys have any requests for that. Maybe I can send them over, and for a future video we'll have some improvement there. But so far, I believe not much has happened in there. So moving on to the home screen. Some new color here, as you guys previously seen before. I got some stuff that is panned out of here for no reason. Okay. Okay. Before, now we got the home, not much happening there. In the effects section, I don't think there was any new effects added to the console. It's just what we were used to. I'm gonna go in the meter section. Pretty much the same there. Routing menu, other than a different color. Did they change the design in there, right? Yeah, they changed that a little bit. Maybe it's just the color, but I believe they changed that a little bit. Setup, we were there before. We got some stuff in here that we're going to take a look at, like the USB stuff. And where you will see a lot of change is in the library. This is the new library that has snap option, that has, I don't know how it's going to work, but this page is called clip. Maybe, I don't know, I never tried it. Maybe we will be able to auto start some tracks. Like, let's say that you were to run a band that has backing track. There are new CCs for the auto mixer in the fader position. Okay, hold on, Rob. I'll get back to this. I'll get back to this eventually. Give me a minute here. I believe basically what we will be able to do with this is to run backtrack from a USB stick in the console. That will make total sense when you have, any way to send a signal, to send control from the stage to the console over OSC, over MIDI. If you were to send a cue that could start a scene, that could start a track, at the beginning of the show, you will just enable that, start that, and call it good to go. And do I believe that my prompter crashed again? I think so. Yeah, my prompter crashed again. Okay. Man, I'm disappointed with that setup. It's funny because I spent a couple days of testing with my iPad, and everything was good until I go live. As soon as you go live, everything starts to crap, right? This is how it's done. Loop station, I don't think so. Nick, I just think it's gonna be for triggering backing track or other stuff, with especially the go, next, previous, go, and the cue, basically the cue stuff. Same thing happening in the snap file. You will be able to recall some stuff here. Same thing with the show file. You will be able to create a show, and in that show you will be able to create some stuff. For Google stuff, you need Android. No, actually, Rolf, it has nothing to do with Android. It's just a piece of software that I'm using that allow me to use an old iPad as a second screen. It used to work, or maybe if it's crashing again, I'm gonna try to change iPad. I had another one, a smaller one that was working just fine. And I tried this one for an hour or two and it was fine, but I was not live streaming. Once that I'm live on stream, it starts to crap on me. So, okay. with that, it's going to be a problem for me. Not reading the chat, it's not for you. So, let's go back to where we were, because this is basically the biggest change. Show control. Basically, if we go here, in the show control, there is absolutely no show loaded, but I'm going to try in a few minutes to load that. I just want to go over the release note, or some of the stuff that I have as a release note before we move on with testing out some stuff. Or maybe I can read the release note and we could go and check that out together, one of them at a time, if interest is. I have some notes right there. I'm gonna read that. There's a lot of stuff that I need to go through today. So, the first thing that is a change, or not really a bug fix, but a change, what's up, Chili? Is the mute group. Can we go in there? Can we go in the mute group? Can we go in the mute group? I'm going to go in the mute group. The mute group and the DCA had some change. Can I go here in the fader or review? No, actually, those icons were not there before, right? That's the bus. Okay, so that's your layer and everything. That's the panel that we were used to see. We'll see what's gonna happen eventually here, but where I wanted to go is the change for the DCA. Let's go into DCA. The change for the DCA naming, or for tag, has been changed. In a channel, let's say that I'm gonna add this channel here for tags. This is the page I was looking for. If I decided to have a tag for this channel, let's say DCA, not the solo stuff, but let's say a DCA 16 and a mute group. Before that, because they were sharing the same, or the console were seeing the tag as a name, not as a different thing. Thank you very much, Patrick. Basically, now they are independent. They don't use the name for the global action, which resulted in some, like, not really weird bug, but some strange action happening. I remember reporting on that about having somebody who was trying to mute a DCA and having the mute group interacting with that DCA because they were sharing the same name, because he said one of the DCA is going to be a person's name, and that DCA and mute group were sharing the same name, and it was causing a problem. So it was a matter of tagging, but it was creating basically a weird action, because if you were to mute the DCA, it would turn on the mute group on, or vice versa. So to avoid that action happening, they change the suffix, the tag, in between the DCA and the mute group. So the way that they work internally is different for that reason. Before I'm doing this, my prompter cropped on me again. So guys, excuse me for a second here, as I'm gonna move to another iPad for this stream. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a few seconds. This is the joy of live streaming. Little smaller screen now. I'm gonna use that old iPad here. It's time to laugh at me. Spending hours and hours on a setup for it to crash on you. So let's see if I can make that happen. Hold on. this one, my app seems to work this time, right? Do I have my screen? Oh yeah, I got my chat back. I think so. It's really small, so I'll have to look at the chat like this. Okay, so basically, hold on. I'm just gonna raise the brightness on that iPad. It's not bright enough. I need a brighter iPad. There you go. I can put my display app back and read the chat just in time to see Alan Colton joining as a new channel member. Thank you very much, Alan, for joining my channel, my YouTube channel as a member. You have no idea how much I appreciate it and the support that this is giving to me. So thank you very, very much for that. Okay. Now that I have my chat fixed, or I'm trying to have my chat fixed, we're gonna move on to the second point that I have on my list. If I can make just my chat a little bigger here. There we go. So, something else that has been changed with 1.13 is a new thing that's happening in the solo bus, and we're gonna take a look at it as I'm going there. So, definitely a new color here. This was not yellow, I believe. And my note says bus can be used as a matrix direct in for a simple shout mixer. So what I understand out of this is you can take a matrix and listen to it. Like, this is more oriented for talkback on stage and monitor guy having all your monitoring being sent to a, but well, actually let's take a look at it first before moving anywhere. So I'm going to select matrix 1 here, and we're going to go in the option here. We can now have the source. It could be, there you go. We have an option for a channel, for a aux in, for AES CBU, and now for the solo bus monitor A or B. So now if you are, I can listen by default to a, or actually, is it working the way that I think it is? Can I use this just for fun? We're gonna enable this. Can I use my monitor A here? Turn that on, and having a level here. Can I create a way for everybody's talkback on a stage, as an example, to be heard in there? If I'm selecting my matrix 1 as a solo source, can I solo my matrix? I thought I would be able to solo my matrix, but I don't think I can. This is strange. Hold on. Anybody from the previous version of the console is able to solo his matrix? We're just talking here. No. Thank you, Dom. No, it's not happening. Okay, I thought it would. Being able to solo my matrix will allow me to do what I basically wanted to do. Okay, so it's not for a simple shout mixer. I will need to investigate into that. But basically, the feature is to be explored, what you can do with this. But you can have basically your solo now as a extra input to your matrix. For those of you who don't know, those extra input are there so you can have, more stuff going in your matrix than just the bus that you're sending, because a matrix is there to have a bus sent into it. Could be your 16 bus, could be your main bus. You send them into a matrix, you use that to copy that signal to something else. And especially with those direct in, there's some really interesting thing that you can do with your matrices. You can have let's say a streaming matrices where you're gonna add your crowd mic, so you can take your main out, sending into a matrix, and send that out to and add to that send your crowd mic just for fun. So you can have two sorts there, not a stereo left right. Actually they are stereo, but if you were to add two different things like a commenter and a crowd mic for a live stream, this is where you would do it really quickly and easily. Take your main mix out, add a commenter or somebody that can relay on the action that's going on there, and also add to this, let's say, crowd mic for people that are in the room where you are streaming. So here Andy said, go to the pan view. What's going on in the pan view here? Is it because my matrix was only post fader? Hey. No, I cannot solo a matrix. That would not work. So, sorry, I tried to see my screen. Sometimes it's harder for me to do it because of all the lights I have around me. But okay, this is a new feature. I will need to explore that, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, even though I would like to, especially doing monitor a lot of time, I would like to know a little more about it. But I want to dive as much as I can into the other stuff, because I don't want this stream to be 4 hours long. Nobody will watch it. So to allow everybody to have fun watching this in post, I will just move on to the new feature that is really interesting to me. Should I read it, or should I just try to see if it's there or not? Let's try to see if it's there or not. So I'm gonna go here on a channel. I'm gonna go in my main send, and we gotta notice some stuff that is different. Remember not seeing the pre or post send here for your main out? That opened up so much option when it comes to main out, in the sense of you could, out of your main out, create more in-ear monitor mixes, more basically the console gave you more bus. Hear me out. You only need to have one bus post fader to use as your main out for you to run in-ear monitor or effect. You want it to be post fader, and everything else on the console can basically be pre-fader. Before this update, we had no option to turn the main out into pre or post bus. But now with this, you could actually turn your other remaining main out bus, or I'm just gonna call them M1. So M1, 2, 3, 4. You can now flip these to be pre-fader. And the fact that they will be pre-fader will allow you to use them for other stuff in your mixing on the console. Do not affect what is sent into those bus. So this is a new feature that was added by the firmware 1.13. I think it's going to open up a lot of possibility for people that want to run, live stream out of the main. They want to mix it separately. They want somebody else with, say, an iPad that would take your signal post-processing, so basically pre-fader but post everything else. Now I'm gonna say something. Maybe this should be a tap point. Maybe this should not be just a pre or post fader. And actually, I don't know where the tap point is for that stuff. So if I go here in the key, maybe it's gonna follow the tap point. I don't know. I would need to dive a little deeper into that stuff. But it's a new feature that will allow you to use your main bus as pre or post fader. Hope that's opening up some option for you guys. We covered that. Okay, let's go back to this right here. The other thing I have on my list is global auto mix enable switch for on or off. So you can enable auto mix for all the channel. You can turn, or you can enable and disable that globally. Something else, if we go in the tag, and I'm gonna go back after the stuff that I think is the most interesting for us. In the tag section, there was a color change, modified tag colors team, so we'll see what's gonna happen with that. So color team has been changed for these. Not much. Not changing much, but maybe it's easier for you blind color guys, because I know some of the people are blind color from the Music Tribe team, and they spend a lot of time developing color that enable people with color blindness to see the console really well. So I hope this is better for you guys. Xenon Fader GUI page. So let's take a look at this. Sometimes in the release note, when you're out of context, it's hard to understand what that. It's really easy to understand if you know what the subject is, but when I say Xenon Fader GUI page, it's doesn't ring that much of a bell, honestly, or where to find that. So under setting, mix mode is new. I try to follow guys where you guys are talking about. I think the input select is new. Oh, you mean the input select here? Nothing has changed here, Rob. Sorry, you guys can probably see who else has access to this firmware because they give me Q. I didn't look at it. I'm watching the note. Well, I quickly read the note, but I didn't dive into the console before this live stream. So everything that I see now is like if you were to look at it for the first time and basically discovering the new feature, the same what I'm doing here. From Dusty7, from Dusty77, press setup and look to the general page, I believe. Setup into the general page. What's there other than the USB stuff? Touch fader select. Ooh, touch fader. Did we have that or? Touch fader select. Hold on. Is this a new feature? Is this something? Yeah. And do we have? Oh yeah. Okay. That was not there before. I'll just find something that was not there. If you go here in general setup, touch fader select, you were not able to select basically a channel. Come here and select that fader. It would do nothing to raise up or down the volume. And now what I like is I can use the unnamed knob on the right of the screen that you don't see under my hand here. I'm using the knob right there to adjust it. So that was not there before. Really cool feature. I like that a lot. Okay, so now you guys say top fader. Hold on, what are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? Press audio setup audio, and where do you say select input zone? This right here? Was this changed or not? I don't think that was changed. Yes, press it. Okay. Oh well, this one right here. But I don't understand. I don't understand what changed there. The touch fader was always there, Daniel, but you cannot select it and use the knob to change it. So now it's oh, the view is new, you said, Rob? Okay, maybe. But I've seen this before. So maybe it's they rearranged that, but I'm pretty sure I saw that input select before. Okay, about the fader thing. Before, you were not able to select the fader. You could touch it and raise it up or down, but you were not able to select it. Now that it's select, I can use the unnamed knob here on the right under my face and turning up or down that fader. It was not possible before. This is a new, like, the touch fader was working, but you could not select that fader. So that's one of the new feature that is probably on my list somewhere and I didn't see it. But okay, let's go back to the list. I covered the pre or post send for all that stuff. So just for fun, can I take my mic and just bring my fader down? Yeah, and it doesn't change the volume at all. So if I wanted to have my microphone at 0 no matter what, the fader do not have any impact on it, which actually I would use. Because every time that I'm live with you guys, I don't want my fader move to affect what's going on to the live stream. I want it to go straight through. So I basically created a hard line to the main out for my channel 40, which is my talkback mic that you cannot see over here. Great. So regarding the new send view, press the view button on the console on the top row next to the button called send. Hold on here, Rob. I'm gonna try to put sense into that sentence. Regarding new send, okay, press view press the view button on the console on the top row next to the button called send. You're talking about this one right there, Rob, right? The one on the top next to the send on fader. Or this is the view that I have. And this is the send that I have. So that's the new section. I believe it was there, right? No? Hold on, what are we looking at? Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay. So this basically allow you to have your send on fader. Okay. I got it. When you select view here and you go send, basically you can select the send on fader. Is it for it's the view to send on fader mode for every channel. That's my main bus. I can see my bus. When I raise them up or down, it follows here. And right now, because I'm on set on fader mode, I I see my console being on send on fader on my left side. So it makes sense. If I ever go to my bus, can I go to my other bus and go bus to 16? Okay, and if I ever just select that bus, it will go send on fader. It will display send on fader on the console with that view. Now I'm soloing. Oh, actually, I can solo from here. I'm soloing that bus, I'm soloing these bus here, and if I ever to click on it, no, it will not. If I were to do this, it will be my main select bus. Can I think before I change my send on fader, right? I was selecting my bus. Did that work, or am I crazy? Both answers are good, by the way. So I can solo. Okay, I can solo and select from the screen. Basically, when I have the little bar, the yellow bar under it, it would select that fader or that bus, and if I click here, it would solo. I'm on. What do you mean I'm on fader view, not send? Okay, hold on. I'm just fader view give you access to this. Send. Okay, if I'm on send and I select something, it will just solo everything. Okay, I don't want that. But can I change? I try to see what I'm looking at here. Benny, I'm thinking exactly the same thing. This is looking a lot like you could do way more from the screen. A couple features that were missing to be 100% fully touch stuff is happening. So I'm gonna guess we will have soon a version of a wing rack, because this will allow you to either use this or other workaround to navigate your way to the bus. And so it's not working this way. Is it working this way? No. Hold on. Here, send. This is not working. This is my send. This is soloing. Is this soloing everything? No, it's soloing just that bus. Soloing bus 2. Why would it solo just bus 2? Now I can solo both. I can come here. Okay, I will definitely need to investigate into that send menu, because this is probably a video within itself where I can show the new send on fader feature from here, because it will be helpful in a future wing rack, and I have absolutely no information about that, by the way. So eventually this will be released, I believe. So I'm getting a message here from Peter. It says go to a channel layer. Okay, let's go take a look at a channel layer. Can I do main? No. DCA will be this is my main. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting a message here. I'm reading this as we're going. Some people send me some shot here. So, okay. I got an interesting picture that was sent to me from Peter. If I'm selecting a channel, let's say I'm gonna go with the same example that he did, using kick. If I'm using my view button and I go to fader, I now have access to all my fader. I don't want the solo. Okay, so I have access to all from my kick If I select my kick mic, I have access to all my fader from here. But if I want to put that in a bus, fader send, can I, is that how it works? I can send my kick from 1 to, nope, not at all. It's funny, okay, I'll take a quick break here. It's funny because you guys sending me stuff and the chat is going fast. The chat is reading fast. People sending me out stuff, and because of the delay, you say, yes, do this, but I'm like a minute after that. Okay. Okay, now I got, yeah. Or I'm trying to. So I'm gonna go here, send. Okay, that's the send on fader view that I was looking for. Okay. Do you guys, it doesn't make sense the way I did it, so I'm gonna recap back. I'm gonna get out of send on fader mode. I'm gonna go here into view of home. We're gonna start from home, right? It's a good place to start. Now I get the feature. Thank you very much, Peter. Okay, I'm gonna press the view button here on the left, the top one from the channel. I am now, oh, wrong camera. I am now in the view of my channel. If I select an input, like my kick, here that is selected, I'm going to press view again so I can have that image here. Before that, we only have pretty much that layer, right? This is the only thing that we had access to. Now we have the fader option, which is basically my main view. So if I were to have a mix with all that stuff, it will display my mute and everything. And if I want to send that channel to a bus, like I want to, because I'm a sound engineer, I want to send channel to bus for musician to hear themselves, I can now go in the send section of that channel. Is that the right way to do it? Yes. And I can select how I want to send, or how much of that I can send from the screen. Here, don't mind these two. These two were bus. I can now send my kick into all my bus. I can now send my kick into all my other bus from 9 to 16. Can I, did that change when I flipped the page here? Nope. If I'm clicking on top here, it would change. I can change that send to my main out, and I can change that send to my matrices. I cannot take a channel yet and send it to my matrices. Maybe eventually we will, because now I see a way to do it. Maybe it won't, and maybe that's fine too, but eventually it may allow, the console may allow you to take a channel and send it to not only the main but the matrices. But I believe this is more a one template fits all setup. But yes, like Chris said, it looks a lot like a way to use the console with just a screen on a rack version. I'm gonna take a look here, and sorry, I'm reading Peter's stuff here also. A lot of chat happening. I have 3 chat happening. Okay, I hope I'm not confusing you guys too much with this, because I'm still learning as we go. So and I'm totally out of context on some stuff. I would never have discovered this on my own without Peter telling me. Thank you very much, Peter, for doing so. I really appreciate the fact that you are helping me with this, and we're here to share the message with everybody. New feature is fun for everybody. So, sorry, I feel like I don't read the chat a lot today. Okay, I'm gonna go over one or two more, and I'm gonna take a break and read the chat because I feel like I'm not following you guys, and there's a lot of stuff happening. I cannot go back and read all of them for now, but we're gonna go one or two more, quick one, and after that we're gonna go to a couple questions. So let me check my note here again. We covered the Xenon Fader GUI page. We covered the EDM remote from what is it? No, not there. Yes, the remote. On the remote side, we covered this. This is going to be. I will need to explain that a little bit, but this is going to be for head-amp remote. So gain control, basically gain sharing, is going to happen a little easier. With these options, you will be able to lock or not the gain, and maybe the sync too. Maybe you will be able to have two console syncing in a different way. I will need to dive into this a little deeper. Source customization sync over AES50. I feel like I'm gonna go down again in the rabbit hole of not knowing what's gonna happen there. So source customization sync from AES50. Is it this feature? Probably, right? Let me take a look at this. So I have no information. Actually, something, I don't know if it was there, but please guys, help me. There's a little icon there, when you pop on it, it displays some information. I don't believe that was there before. Can you guys confirm me in the chat? I'm gonna stick around with the chat. Can you guys confirm me in the chat if those icons were there? Instructional icon or a help, basically, or description of the control were there. Is my screen bugged? No. Yes, it was there. Yes, it was there. Yes, it was there. So I don't know that console. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm an imposter, right? Kidding. Okay, so that was there. Cool. Something interesting here. Another feature that was added to the console. AES50 original source indication. So if I go in the routing, if I go AES50 here, maybe that's not there. Is there a menu now here if I click here? No. If I click on top here, nothing happened. On the USB key, we also have, oh, sorry, you guys don't see it. On the USB key option, we now have a little more option for the player. And my file, here I have some file, I can record if I ever want to, and I can play back. And because I read the release note before, now I believe, we're going to go back over this, but because I'm there, I'm going to talk about it. Now, I believe we can play and record at the same time from the USB key. Not the SD card, but from the USB key, we have the option to play, I believe, 2-track and record 2-track at the same time. More on that to come as soon as we check out some other indication of what's going to happen here. So source customization sync from AES50, I believe, is that AES50 original source indication. I believe this will tell you if you are playing around with the routing. I don't see many option in the routing that is different other than thing that we saw before. The source menu, other than the orange, seemed to be a different color. The blue, I don't know. I don't, no clue here. Now moving on to the next one. First GUI page of the new library system / show system. Show system is what you guys saw here. This is going to be the library for that, the preset, the scene For show, snap, and clips, I would need to investigate into that because I believe it's probably a long process to learn how to check all that stuff. So bear with me. Eventually, we're gonna get there. I don't want to spend an hour trying to load a scene and make that stuff out. As soon as I figure out how to use that stuff correctly, the right way, with some probably help from other guys, because I don't know everything. I'm just a guy doing video on a console. I just use it like everybody else, but I'm no expert. I do not work on these consoles. I do not develop the software. I just see new feature, see how I can use them, and learn them as we go. So eventually I'm gonna dive into the scene system, the library system for the, that's probably linked to the show control stuff, but wait, we're gonna go over this. So I'm gonna go one more or two more actually, and we're gonna take a break and ask some questions. So guys, get ready. In about a minute we're gonna be able to talk together. I'm gonna take a break and we're gonna go in the chat together because I feel that I left you guys out. So new USB recorder page, we saw that before. It's right there. New USB recorder. It looks cool with the little tape here. I love that. Looking good. I want to give a big shout out to the person that designed the UI, the visual, the image for the wing. It's getting better and better. I really love the new UI. Thank you very much. If you are watching this, the person who's doing the UI, I think it's looking awesome now. Great job. Keep it going. We love what you're doing here. I think a lot of people in the chat can also give a big shout out to the people who developed that console and developed those images. Make sure to send them some love. They deserve it. They worked probably really hard on these fixes. Okay, so one more and we're gonna go over the chat. So enhance snapshot scope with touch and drag. So that's gonna be it's gonna be here in the library, I guess. You can probably play around with touch and drag some stuff. So let's for fun, we're just gonna create a quick scene. Let's say that I'm gonna call this create. I'm gonna save this. So I'm gonna save this as test. And can I select that here? I'm gonna go, maybe I'm gonna crash everything, right? Do scene have fade time? Maybe. I don't see it here, but maybe. Now we have the option, because I selected a scene here or a show. I can select go. Previous, next, go. Nothing happening here. Okay. I'm gonna come here and save. I'm gonna call this test 2 just for fun. Can I go next? Or this one and say go. Open. Okay. And I will need to create some stuff here. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff here on the top. So we can come here. We have remove the option for a scene. We have rename, skip. We have link, up and down. So if I come here and I create save, test 2, override existing show. Okay. So, okay, no, here in the USB I have, oh, hold on. This is all my show file. This is all my internal. This is my show. I can take a show, I can open it. That's good. And after that, I can go in the media. And in the media, I can link that to probably a scene change. So you theater guys, you production, you Broadway guys wanted to do that stuff for a long time. Now it's going to be able, you're going to be able to do that really soon. Okay. Let me take a look at the scope, save scope. Quickly here, we can have option to save all that stuff. Basically everything on a console, so channel, your bus, your source, your output, your DCA mu group, the config on the console, the content of the filter. So the gain, the filter, the delay, the gate. Let's say just for fun that we create something here as a snap. I'm gonna go save, test, snap. I'm gonna go save. So I have a test snap here, and I can, oh, that's really nice. I can save, I can update that, I can partial update, I can edit the scope, I can load it, I can partial load. So if I just want to have some stuff happening in a restore. So if I say go here, that test snap, you see the console change to green here. That test snap went on and I changed that. If I go previous, nothing. Okay, so I only have one. Okay, I'm gonna add no. I'm gonna save scope. I'm gonna say all. I'm gonna go save, snap 2, save. I can probably press next, snap 2. It's not ready, it's not gonna go. I'm gonna say go, and it has loaded. Have you guys seen that change? I'm gonna go previous, my snap, go. It changed. Again, go to snap 2. It's gonna tell me that I have a ready to go snap 2, go, go. It changed everything. I'm pretty sure I can trigger an action in there, and we're gonna take a look at this here. Can I add some stuff here, like clips? Can I add some clips? Can I probably have the wrong file for that here? Clips. Perhaps you can create a scene by pressing the folder button on the screen now. We'll take a look at that. Where was that? The folder button here. I can go in a show, create a go. Did that load that show? Can I need to go open? I'm gonna need to go open probably. Confirm. Okay, and in there you can have scenes. So we're basically getting closer to where we were with the Pro 2, right? So if I were to create on that show a scene, I'm gonna save something as test here. Confirm. Okay, I'm gonna go in the snap here. I'm gonna go save, snap 1. That's good. I'm gonna click the auto add, so I'm gonna go save snap 2. That added a snap. Save snap 3, just for fun. Can I go here on the first one and say go? Yes, that loaded. After that, go, 3, go. Nothing's happening right now because it's hello from Canada. Hello, Hungry from Canada. Nothing changed here because I basically saved the same thing. But what I'm really interested in is the clip stuff that maybe we can add to this. So let's say that you have you could basically have a sound engineer running backtrack for you, and it's going to change all the snap file at the same time. You can basically enable a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure you can create on your show control. Oh yeah, there you go. I'm gonna switch that to you guys. On the show control option now, we have the option to go previous. You cannot see it from this angle, but I can change with my show control option, my button here. I can change the scene, and I can press go, and it's gonna tell me the snap that I am. It's gonna tell me the one that is coming. Can you guys see that? Sorry, I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. It's telling me the next one on the list. So if I were to go on snap 1, go. I'm currently on snap test 1. I'm gonna snap 2, go. Snap 3, go. And it's telling me the next one on the list and the one that I'm currently on with a go. There's probably some more to the show control, but again, I didn't check that out. And if I click view on this, do we have anything interesting to watch. I click view on the show control. It's going to open up the show control option, the snap file. But other than that, yeah. So yeah, it's a great feature. Okay, let's take a break. Let's take a 5-minute break. We've been going at this for a fair bit right now. So let's take a break. Let me, 1 second, check all the people that are messaging me. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. Peter's sent me. When enable custom sync in the setup remote is when you have two wing connected. You can send the custom. Okay, so you can basically share the AS50 stuff, like the icon and the naming and everything, which is absolutely awesome. You take your patch guy, if you are in a festival, he's naming everything with an iPad, and it would just broadcast the patch to everybody. So you let him run his setup, and he's doing his stuff in there. So thank you very much, Peter, for that information. So it's awesome. All the information now travel through AS50. I wanted to have MIDI at some point, but I guess I'm asking too much. Well, I guess we're gonna have to AS50. So okay, now we're gonna wait a little more, okay, before I move on to something else. But basically, we now have access to show control and see what's gonna happen with that, and like the ask. I'll be curious to see if the snap sync with the Wing app eventually. This is why I'm gonna talk about it. This is why it's taking a long time to this firmware to release, because I believe sorry, just want to make sure I'm on the right camera. I believe there's a lot of stuff that needs to be in sync for this to make sense. If you were to have the firmware right now but not working, if you were to have the console firmware updated but it's not going to work with Copilot, or it's not going to work with the Wing edit option, it would not make any sense. So I believe there's still some testing going on, and this is why you don't want anything to crash one another. So this is why it's taking a long time, and there's a lot happening in this firmware. I believe this should have been called version 2, because there's so much going on here that it could justify to have a name of a V2, because it will allow people to update. With the color change and everything, it will allow people to have a major update. It should be called V2, but it's a lot, guys. Basically, it's a lot happening. So this is why it's taking a long time. Please, you guys see it's there. It's like, oops, wrong button. It's there. It's happening. It's gonna be released soon. Just wait for it to be ready, please. Okay, now I want you guys in the chat. I'm pretty sure Alan, I can say that the plan is they want to wait for everything to be ready and cross-compatible before it's getting released. And I don't think it will release under the name V2. I think it will release under patch 1.13, but who knows? What Patrick was saying is add a clip under show, select USB and select the WAV file. Okay, I'm gonna try this. If you were to add a clip under show, so if I were to go here in the library, here, how can I? Okay, if I take this, nope, not a. Patrick, am I out of topic all the way, or am I out of topic here? Do I don't understand what's happening or not? Guys, let me know if you are in the know and you see something that I totally mess up. Let me know. I really want to know what's gonna happen with that. Sorry, here I'm gonna read some stuff from Peter. Clip is not ready yet, so okay, it's gonna happen soon. Like I said, this is a pre-release version, so maybe everything is not working. So eventually, the clip section here will allow you to play a track. Let's say at the end of the show, you want your show is over, you want to play your house music, so you're just gonna go click next, and it's gonna play your house music for you. Thank you very much, Peter, for everything that you're doing. Thank you very much for messaging me and give me some indication, because I'm basically out of context, the same way that somebody who did not who's just gonna release that firmware with almost no more information. This is what I'm living right now. So yeah, I'm really open to learn. Thank you very much to everybody who try to teach me, like Patrick that says no, clips work. Okay, so I'm gonna try what Patrick is telling me. So I'm gonna go to the folder, create a folder. We're gonna call this one test folder. I'm gonna click create. Sorry, here I'm gonna switch that to this view. Test folder. Can I drag my stuff in there? What's up, Racer? Welcome. If you're willing to let me know, Patrick, how this is working, I would really like to know. Can I... Oops, my bad. That's going to be for initialize. Can I create a folder? I'm going to call this one test. Create. And can I go here in the test? Can I drop a clip from here? Patrick, in the library section or on the USB section are we talking about? Because it's, you know, there's a lot of stuff where you can, there's a lot of places where you can create a folder. So I just want to make sure that go to your USB thumb drive. Okay, now click on the arrow to the right. Okay, and from there, from there, I would need to, if I click add all, will that, no, I have 0 song here, so from my USB, can I create a playlist? Okay, I'm just gonna create a playlist. I actually have an audio file on there. I actually have a show from my friend from the band Hook here from July. So can I go here and create a playlist with that? That will not allow me. Songs. Click add. Yeah, okay. So this one, do I need to click that? Okay. I selected my show file and I click add. So now I have 2 songs here. Okay, so this is how it's working. You select the song and you add it to your playlist. Now, this is great. It's working really good. I have my show here. I can play it. If I don't know, I'm probably not gonna output the sound, but I can see that it's working, you know. That's some copyrighted music that I'm not gonna turn on. Maybe I can, you know, playing around with this eventually. If I have a song from my friend playing up there in a few minutes, I'll let that go. So can I? Okay, I have 2 songs now. I can play that, no problem. It's gonna play. That's good. Can I come here in the clip section? Okay, this is okay. Now I have my clip playing. Is now my clip part of the snap? If I go here and say here and I do update snap 3. Okay, let's go back. I'm gonna use my key here. I'm gonna go snap 2, go. My console change. I go snap, go next. If I'm in the library and I go clip and I'm on 2 and I go, I can change the state of the console. Let me go back to this. I can change the state of the console. Can you guys see my fader moving or not as I'm changing? My snap 2 was recorded with fader all the way up. My snap 3 was recorded with fader all the way down, and they changing. I'm pretty sure you can see them changing. If I go next, back. Okay, something that I just noticed. Here, there are 2 options for the next. You have select next and go, or you have go next. So that will change the scene automatically. These 2 will change the scene automatically, and these 2 will put it in standby mode. So if I ever want to go back into 2 but not load it, I'm gonna press go and it's gonna load. If I ever go next and press 3, it's gonna load. But if I want to change quickly, I can just go back here. It's gonna recall my scene 2. This is gonna recall my scene 1, and I go again, and it's changing my scene automatically. It doesn't have to. I don't have to select it and press go. I can have both options for that. So, okay. Patrick said under show you have a internal USB. So I'm gonna come here, library. I have my internal USB. Sorry, guys. Use USB to select the wave. Use USB to select the wave file from there to add to the show list. Okay. Hold on. Is it from here? USB. Select the wave file. No, it's under show, you said. So under library, show. You have an internal USB icon. Use the USB to add to the show list. So can I do it from the clip here? No, it's playing. My file has been playing for a while. So if I go stop all the way back, can I have this? Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's going to be a long learning process to really understand fully the capability of the show file here. It's not that complex, but to make sure that you're doing things in the right order so you don't erase or recall stuff. Yeah. Okay, Patrick. Yeah, I know. Click add. Okay, hold on. Sorry, Patrick. Show. I'm going to do it with you guys. Show. Add. Is it in the clip? here. If I click add, it's in there. Is it a snap or... I'm there, and I'm gonna add it. Or show, click add. It's added a clip. So should I just save it now? Click the show icon again in green. Show icon again in green. You mean the scene icon here? You have 7 scene. Okay, so maybe I can delete some of them. So I'm gonna remove. Okay, hold on. Let me start by removing everything. Start from scratch. So I'm gonna go in the show. I'm gonna go in the USB. I'm gonna grab here my file that I want to add. I'm gonna go show. I'm gonna go add. Now, in my scene here, I have this. Can I save that? I don't understand what you guys are saying when you say click the green show icon. I see the one scene here on the scene, not... Hold on. It's a really interesting thing. I'm learning here. If I save that, if I just save that as test audio 1, we'll go save. I saved that. Did I save that as a show? Hold on, guys. There's so much happening here. First question, or first thing that I have, first question that, or comment that I have here. First, say what scene, show, and snap mean. Good. Let's start with that. I'm gonna go on my internal here, and I have some more stuff. Okay. A show, I believe, because I have no confirmation of that. A show is a global container of your snap file. The global container of your snap file will be a show. So you take a show and you load your first scene. First scene would be the starting point of your show. And like Patrick just said, a show is a collection of scene. A scene is a snap or a clip. Does it make sense? It's I get it. People are like, yeah, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening here. And if you're totally new to that stuff, like this is okay, I'm gonna take a small break here. I'm struggling with this stuff just because it's not a new concept for me. It's a new way of working with that concept. I'm just gonna say, and this is totally on me, I'm gonna have a hard time explaining that to my church guy. No offense to you, all the volunteer that never worked with console before. you're more than welcome to ask question here. I don't know everything. Like, I'm getting a lot of help for a lot of people in the chat right now, because I could discover this on my own, but it's gonna take me hour because we're a community. No, Dom, we're not gonna have a user guide. I'm the user guide. I'm the world's best wing user guide. Seriously, I would need to dive way deeper into the show control stuff, into the scene, show, snap, scene, clips. I'm gonna need to dive into this because right now I have a hard time understanding it myself. It's gonna take me a while for me to fully teach it to somebody. So eventually I will have a video, probably the first one that I'm gonna do with the new firmware for the new release. I would start with a video of how the scenes are working now in version 1.13 or whatever they call it, V2 eventually, if that ever happened. Now the clip is apparently ready. The clip is apparently ready because I was told so by Patrick, and I believe Patrick. I will need to wrap my head around this. There's a lot of information. Don't forget snippets. Yeah. Show, snaps, and snippets. Oh, man. It's... I feel the headache. I feel that some people is gonna have a headache around this. I will chop it down. I will chew it for you guys, and I will make a short video that will make sense of all this. I would need to learn it myself. I would need coffee. I would need a lot of Starbucks coffee to work that out. Does show in Exterior 2 mean the same thing in the wing? Kinda. So many stuff, right, Charlie? I'm gonna have to chew it down for you guys. I'm gonna have to learn it myself, fully understand how it works, fully understand how to process it myself. I'm gonna make a solid ID. I'm gonna write a script, because now the reason that I got a prompter is so I can write a script and read it from the prompter, so you guys will be able to, well, I will be able to make consistent video with information instead of just wing stuff as I go. As I used to do my video, I used to just talk to the camera, look at some stuff, and reacting, you know, in real time to what I see. Or let's say the first video that I did about copy paste was like, I looked at it quickly, okay, this is where you do copy paste, and I did that to avoid that and to have a more professional result of a video. I want to have a prompter and read. So once I wrote a script with all that stuff using the right term, I will give you guys a video, but give me like a week to learn that, write a script down, fully understand it. I need to master the stuff before I teach it. Right now, you guys are seeing me trying to do stuff, but this is my first look at the firmware. I never, ever seen anything here before this live stream. So this is why it's looking a little bit all over the place. I just need to process it myself. So give me time. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna read this, and I'm gonna go over the note of quickly what I have left. There's not much left there, and there's some cool feature that I've read before that I want to go over. So maybe while I have some other people here, I'm gonna ask people in the chat. Do you know? Actually, I remember seeing this somewhere in the remote section. We now have a TCP remote control disable switch. Set all parameters to read only. While I have some people in the know here that know how the control of network work and TCP information of the wing and stuff, can you guys help me out figuring what the TCP, oops, sorry, wrong camera. TCP lock is going to be here in the bottom, just under my face. Hi, sorry, my face is in the way. There's a little icon here with the information that says lock console for any parameter change via TCP IP or IP/TCP port 2222. Anybody in the chat can help me out and figure out how you can use this. Is this going to be a lock mode for your router so nobody can change the console? They can just see what's going on with the console. They cannot change parameters in there. It will lock it will lock a remote control via network. So okay, so everybody who has the TCP, I think, will be referring to the OSC control of the remote software sending the wing command. So Patrick says the TCP looks can be useful in live event to prevent some modification from remote clients. Trust me, I live through those. So you don't want people to play around with your console, so you can basically block remote action from the console. I'm curious to ask, what about OSC lock? Console lock console from any parameter change via IP or OSC. So will that? You have now two locks, so OSC and TCP. So you can basically lock the console down from. Yeah, they are separate. You can basically lock the console down from any external user. So no iPad change, as Jodo said. No, that way you will be able to lock basically your console, so you don't have any backseat driving from people that you don't want the backseat drive. Because life story here, I saw that happening. I saw some guys, some babysitters, I think is the right term to use here. Some babysitters that were welcoming guys from tour, and they didn't like the way that they were mixing, so they were changing main EQ parameters. They were changing, EQ here and there, because the console was over a network. They were using an iPad or a phone, and they were playing around until they basically fool with the sound guy. Because when you're there doing your thing, and you hear some EQ change while you're mixing, and I had that happening to me, it's a really strange thing. You hear, some peak in let's do it just for fun. You hear some stuff happening in your mid range and your higher, and you go up, and it's gone. I had that happening to me. So maybe it happens to you. Maybe you don't want people to do that on your back. You don't want any backseat driving. You can just come here and say, screw you. You cannot see it, but I turned them off, so you can lock the console from those two icons there, so nobody can play around in your back. So cool feature. Now, okay, moving on to another one. I'm gonna go here in the view section. I'm gonna take the only button that is not used for me, and I'm gonna take a look at the new feature that is called custom control button option to set fader to minus infinite or 0 dB. Hold the CC button and press select. I'm gonna try that. Let's find that new feature here. Is it in the bottom? Where would that be? Is it GPIO or is it in fader? DCA mute, no. Send on fader, fixed parameter, that would not be there. Anybody know where that would be? Global page, other, maybe it's an other. There you go. So now in other, you have option to have your fader. I always want to say feeder. No feeder here. A feeder, for those of you who don't know, is a term used for big power cable that has been used to power a show. We call it a feeder because it's an electrical feeder. It's basically wire that is 4/0 gauge. It's really, really big, and I don't know why I want to say feeder. I don't like feeder. I don't like do 100 foot of feeder run. I cannot despise that more. It's the worst thing that I do on the show, when you have to run the feeder from the wall to basically your power distribution for your sound system. It's the worst. Huge heavy wire that was in the mud, or you hope it's mud. No feeder for me. Okay, back to where I wanted to go. New option for fader set to 0. I love that when I'm mixing front of house, because I can take in a quick action, or doing actually no, I should say when doing monitor. This is an awesome feature when doing monitor. When you are in somebody's mix, a singer for example, you know that you're gonna drive doing in-ear, of course, is vocal really loud. Or a drummer, you make yourself a custom key, like I'm gonna do right now. Other, fader to 0 dB. 0 dB mean nominal here, so your fader will be raised up. If we're talking about go all the way down to, let's say, reset your monitor mix, you would use the minus infinite. It's basically missing the sign, but it means here minus doubles OO. It's there to mean minus infinite. No, is it Damjan? No, Damjan, no new plugin for now. Or maybe not there on the list. Maybe there's some stuff that have been added, but it's more, this update is more oriented toward show control and option for the console. So the custom control here, actually I can show you guys. The custom control here now display information that says, hold on, I don't want to give you guys sickness. I'm going to move that camera a little bit. There you go. I'm going to change that to here. It says now fader 0 dB on the custom control. So if I were to hold it down here, I'm going to hold that down, and I'm selecting, oops, not soloing, and I can select some stuff. It will move. So let me change that camera angle to say I'm holding my button down, and I'm going to select these, fader or my bus. It's going to work for my bus. This is a great way to set up your bus. If you are setting the console up for the first time, you want your main out to be at 0, like it was not on mine, and you want, your main bus to be all at 0. You don't want your bus at first to have any amplification or attenuation of your signal. So you start them out at 0 dB. This is a great way to just raise all your bus to 0 dB. Hold that down to click that. I used to do that on, back in the day, LS9 from Yamaha. Like, I was making myself a custom control, just zeroed out everything that it needs to be zeroed out. And when I was doing monitor, I knew that I could send a vocal microphone into a monitor at 0 dB without any feedback after a while when I was doing monitor run for festival. So the quick way for me to send everybody their vocal really quick, I was selecting a bus, selecting my 0 dB stuff, my 0 dB in custom control. I was sending all the vocal in that monitor at 0 dB like I would do now. Let's say I'm doing like 3 vocal, 4 vocal, all my fader are set, and I was just raise a little bit down all my other vocal except the one from that singer, so I could really quickly build in-ear monitor mix or monitor mix that way. really quick way to work your way around the console. And if I were to do monitor on a festival with the wing, I would build myself a minus infinite, so that way at the end of the show, when you changing your patch or you restarting your stuff, you can just like minus infinite everything, just go like clack, 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 and you'll be good to start a new band or a new sound check if you want to reset your monitor mixes. Just another cool feature added to the wing from the custom control. I will personally use that a lot. One more option is to set the GUI send on fader to 0 dB. Hold select right button, hold the select button right to the screen, and then touch and hold the send on fader. Hold on, what did I just said? Option to set the GUI send fader to 0. So hold the select button right to the screen. So it will be the unnamed button. Then touch and hold the send on fader. Okay, so hold on. If I were to drop my fader down, send on fader, select this. Nope. Not doing what I'm expecting to do. Hold on. Sometimes I don't know how to read. Hold select button right to the screen. The select button right to the screen. And then touch and hold send on fader. Nope, that action did not work. If I were just... I don't understand. Anybody understand how to do this thing? I don't get it. No offense here. The unnamed one, it's not seems to do anything. Let's go over that button here. You cannot see it from my face, but I'm holding the unnamed one. And I'm selecting the bus, and I'm selecting the send on fader, and I'm selecting the bus. Nothing happened, or nope, I don't get that one. Anybody got a cue? Andy, Patrick, I'm sorry, I don't get that one at all. It's always fun with the firmware release, because this is exactly the button that I'm trying to right now. I'm holding it down here. My hand is right there. I'm holding it down, and I press the send on fader, and it should set the fader to 0, but it doesn't. Like if I'm doing a triple action here. I'm holding down the unnamed button from here. I'm selecting the send on fader, and I tried to select the bus, but nothing happening there. So first try to send something in bus, then try to I don't get it. Sorry guys, I feel like I'm gonna let you down on this one, but I don't get it. Is it the whole bolt button? I don't know. I'm trying to... From my release note, it says, again, I'm gonna read that. Option to set GUI send on fader to 0. So it's GUI, hold on. GUI fader here. Send that to 0. So I'm on fader. And if I set here, oh no, on the send, if I go here, and I select that, or if I go here, and I select the unnamed button, and I set my send, to something. Nothing is happening. I just take a channel. Okay, so I take a channel, the unnamed button, and set on fader. Sorry, Andy. I don't get it. I feel a little stupid. I'll say it. I don't get it. Sorry. Click on the screen. Okay, hold on. I select the channel. I'm gonna go into view. Is it the fader select, or should I go in the send select? I believe Andy got the firmware. Dream Hamster Productions said, I tested just now and it only works sometimes for me. It's a little tricky. Now in the fader select thing, okay. Fader select. And if, let's say I have this fader here. So I'm going to press the unnamed, I'm going to press send on fader, and I'm going to touch this one. I'm just soloing out stuff. If I press the send on fader and I touch these, I'm just changing out my solo again. But still a bit buggy. So, okay. Make code, no, the patch note are not available yet because this is a pre-release version. So it's not fully cooked, like I said many times before. Like this feature that is on the bottom of the list here is probably need first more explanation because I don't understand how to do that at all, and it's probably not ready yet. Or as some people that have that firmware, I'm not the only one to get it. There's some other people in the chat that get it. Feel free to say if you have it or not, but I guess you probably figure out who did. It's not fully working yet, so. You need to drag the fader while holding the select, and it will snap to 0 dB. What? So, okay. Here, and I need to... Ugh. When you raise it, it's snapping to 0. Oh, really? Hold on. I got it, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that down. I'm gonna turn these all down. Why is that a feature? You hold on the unnamed button under the view meter. You hold on the send on fader, and in that screen right there, if you select something, it will go to roughly 0 dB. It will snap. You saw, I'll move my finger, it snapped to 0 dB. But if I do not agree with that feature, if I'm mistaking and I'm okay, I'll release the send on fader right now. I'm using my other thumbs to do nothing, and because I press it once, it's snapping. Is it working with just the snap? Yeah, it's gonna work. If you press the unnamed button, it will hold it to 0 dB. Seriously, I do not agree with that feature. And I don't think this should be released because some unnamed button will bugged out at some point. It will probably make somebody's death because the button will remain stuck. Somebody will try to raise that fader from the screen like I did, and it's gonna snap to 0 dB, and it's gonna create the worst feedback that you ever heard, or maybe the last feedback you will ever heard in your life. I believe it's too dangerous. If you were, yeah, it's a little buggy, right? I do not agree with that feature. I don't think it should be released. I think it's if you are doing a double action with the custom control, yes, but having it next to the fader, I know in-ears is the way to go, but not everybody is agreed on that. And we just did a show together with somebody that do not agree on in-ears is the way to go. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This would be ideal to broadcast or production. Yes and no, because it's meant to be used on send on fader, and to me, send on fader ring means monitoring. It's no, I do not agree with that feature at all. I don't think it should be there because it can be implemented by accident differently from the custom control, because the custom control, you build it yourself. It's not there by default. This is a feature that somebody can enable without knowing, because you can have the unnamed button locked down for some reason. Somebody gonna try to raise a fader and boom, it's gonna go out. Q and bus feed for alternate program out. Oh yeah, in the sense, but I think yes, but I think more people are using the console for live event versus streaming. Well, streaming too, but broadcast production rarely use a wing for their production. So I don't think it's the kind of shortcut that should exist. Other than purposely doing something that you build yourself that will allow you to do this, where you have a double action like that enables you to raise something to 0, but having it from the unnamed button that doesn't display any information, because at least on the custom control, you know it's there. It says fader 0 dB, where the unnamed button doesn't. It doesn't tell you anything. I do not agree with that. Yeah, no need for this feature using the unnamed button. I agreed. I will probably report that. If you guys agreed with this, leave it in the chat, please. But sorry, I'm reading out Peter's message. He's sending me out pictures and stuff about yeah. Someone has asked for this implementation. Someone asked for this to be implemented. Man, I don't know who. If you are in the chat, the person who did that, please. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a good idea. I understand why somebody want to have that, but I think having the custom control and the fact that you can choose to do it yourself is the better option. I believe so. So it's not Patrick. Okay, good. We know it's not Patrick. What else? What would be better to have a feature as you lift one fader? What is that? What? Hold on. What do you say? What would be better is to have a feature that has you lift the fader. I'm gonna guess the fader, even if it's not selected. Show the dB on the LCD screen, then go back to the channel after. Yeah, maybe. Let that button and name again. Yeah, not me either. Not me. If you move the fader, the LCD showed the dB level. Yeah. Yeah, interesting one here. Patrick, is this a feature from one of your app? Is it possible to create a snippet or some part of a show that can be assigned to one custom button to erase all send to infinite for selected aux boss? A custom control that can do that will be really destructive if it was action. No, but you could create a preset. You can create a snippet and recall that if you would like to. You could create a snippet that would recall all your monitor to be zeroed out, or like I did, I could have a custom control and just go through my bus, and it will take like a few seconds to just hold one fader down and go all the way. For festival situation, need to reset the monitor for. Well, actually, you can go like exactly what I just did, but the other way around. Instead of the zero fader, you could go like minus infinite. Going with the minus infinite, you will hold the custom control down and just reset all your send to that bus. So you will need to do it per bus instead of like a global, but you can probably make a custom snap file or custom preset and just recall your fader. Actually, no, wait, hold on. You can do that. You could do that even before doing this. It was in the whole. Okay, hold on. I need to figure out how to do this. It's going to be in setup, initialize, console. Sorry, I'm going to put that in main view. You could initialize the send. Hold on. How can I initialize the send? You could probably. I would need to figure that out, but I'm pretty sure you can. You can erase the send. You can just recall. Make alkyl tint filter red and the bus blue. So this and oh yeah, basically everything except this, and the send, not the main or the main, mute, pan, config, and the main. You could erase all the main, and basically, if I understand correctly, that would erase all the send, or yeah, it would erase all the send. Okay, so that will work. Was there a way before that in firmware 12 to initialize just that stuff? Or am I crazy? Because I believe there was a way to just say initialize. No? I believe you could initialize something. Yeah, it's just you're thinking about it backward, basically. You're thinking about it backward and it would work. Thanks, that's clever. Good. Okay. You can now select all the send individually. So if I go here, I can decide which one I want to. Okay, that will work too. Okay. Moving on. What's in my note that was not read already? I have some fix here that I can go over to. And let me see, because I have multiple version of update here that maybe have been fixed or changed. Let me read playlist and every change from. Okay, no. Oh, okay. A new feature added to a plugin. Let's go take a look at our effect. Actually, this one right there, we want the delay. There's a new feature added that's said on the stereo delay. Is this the stereo delay? Yeah. Feedback. Hold on. Is that delay factor 1/4 added for stereo delay? Okay, that's in the pattern. So yeah, this is a new feature. This is another thing that was not there for the delay. Custom control button, global auto mix. Hold on, let me go here. Global page, auto mix, enable. What's Wing Live? Oh, W Live. Okay, access to the global. Oh, that's global page. Sorry, wrong one. Global auto mix enable. Is it in order? Yes. Okay. So now we have access to these. Yeah, 2 new settings. Oh, 2 new settings? I only have a quarter here, Patrick. So you can enable from the custom control now auto mix X and Y. You have an option for that on the console if you want to do it quickly. Something else, dynamic pros encoding scaling depending on size of Wing Live session. Okay. So that's for the Wing Live stuff. If you want to have, the encoding, it's not going to change much for you guys. Additional meter subscription for second gate state in automix gain. Okay. Fixing mute group state name recall. So that's a bug fix. Fix support for a new Wing Live hardware updater. So we're gonna have a new hardware updater for that, because some people, there's probably a change in some card there. Select fader bank, added a fader bank to recall scope. Okay. Custom control button to activate send view. Okay. Where would that be? Oh, DAW layer. I didn't know we had that. Global main. Okay. So it's a new custom control. It's probably somewhere in there. What else? Fixed update of tap indicator label position. Do they change that on the effect? Sorry, wrong image. I should definitely have a indication of where I am all the time. Hold on. Where was I going with this? Effect. The tap. Okay, not much happening there. USB host speed switch implemented. So that's here. You have 2 options. Actually, I didn't talk about that a lot. You have okay, you have a new option with the USB, which allow you to record high or low speed. And I'm gonna read the note here from the bottom of the screen. Sorry if I'm hiding them to you. I just have some light reflecting in there. It says, in USB FS mode, recording is restricted to 2-channel 16-bit. Playback is restricted to 2-channel when recording is active. So you, from what I believe, you can record or you can play back, and we're gonna try it right now. You can play back some stuff, and can you record at the same time? Can you record at the same time? I don't think you can. Do I need to switch it around? Can I play and can I record? No. Can I stop that? And can I record? Hold on, the key is still being accessed here in the top. Can I record? I cannot record. Can I record something? I don't think I can record anymore. What's going on here? USB. Okay, it'll allow me to record. Can I play? If I'm on the USB, okay, because I was in song here on the top. Now that I'm on USB, I can play something and I can probably record at the same time. Yes, I can. New feature here. I'm playing back a track and I'm recording USB at the same time. This is awesome. Yeah, thank you, Patrick. Sorry I was in playlist. The FS and HS is to handle troublesome USB stick that otherwise refuse to work. Okay, really good call. So I'm gonna go stop, and I'm gonna go back into the setup. I'm gonna change that to FS because in FS mode recording is restricted to 2 channels. So okay, I can go in HS. So HS will allow me to record the playback from the USB and to record 4 channel at the same time. This is awesome. This is simply amazing. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, lovely people over for Music Tribe. Okay. Really cool feature. Love that. Because most of the USB key nowadays have the option, well, have enough bandwidth to handle that. So it's really fun that we have that. Let me see what else. Main pre-screen now probably indicated some small SCD color. Okay. New playlist added. Blah blah blah. You can press OK. I would need to check that out. Sorry. I want to read them before I read them out loud. Maybe I'm gonna say something that was taken from a previous version that was changed. Okay, so now we're only left with a couple bug fix. So, okay, before that, make sure that you have a good USB key. 3.1, not 2.0. 2.0 will not work for that, and I believe you, Patrick, when you say that. The bandwidth is not wide enough, but let's be honest, who still have run a 2.0 USB nowadays? Most of the people have. Well, actually, I don't even think you can buy a 2.0 anymore. So, if you have a decent-sized USB 3. Something, you should be good to go. Big thanks to Dream Hamster Production and Patrick Mayo. Thank you very much. If you guys want to support Patrick in what he does, he's got some really cool software for the Wing. Please go visit his website, x32ram.com, x32ram.com. He's going to probably have some new software around. I spent a couple of days last week talking with Patrick about a software that could help me. So maybe I'm going to talk about that soon. Maybe I'm going to have a new software that I gave the idea to Patrick. All the credits for him. I just gave him an idea and he's worked everything from the ground up. I just spoke with him, asked him if it was possible to do something, and he said he could create a software that would do it. So all the credit goes to Patrick. But he's probably going to have a new software with, yes, it works, just need to be tested. Send that over my way. Send that over into Mac, or I should ask Rob to convert that into Mac. And as soon as it's available, I will do a video to spread the good news that the new software is available and seriously is going to help me in my process of what I do in streaming with the console and maybe some other stuff too. Because I was thinking about it. Actually, no, I'm going to keep a little secret here. I have some other idea, Patrick, that I need to talk to you about because I think this software will be really, really helpful for you studio guys and me doing some streaming. If you see where I'm going with this, you're good, but you probably don't. Stick around for more about that soon. It's not something about stream, it's something about control. It's a different way. It's a different way. It's a different way to send out control information. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I'm gonna go over some quick fix. The list that I have will basically tell you with your new firmware. You will have support for new mainboard and wing live revision, so that will be fixed. Select light SEL, select backlight active for effects fader, so it's a bug fix. Exciter solo renamed to dry, so that's a bug fix. Matrix mono status was not visible on viewer screen, that has been fixed. Frequency control remove when OSC mode when OSC is in noise mode. W live battery status was not visible, so now I guess we have that when you have a W live. So maybe there will be a setting here somewhere that will tell you your battery life status, which is a really good thing. Other than that, we have where was I? Aux EQ no longer bypass when insert is on and no effect is selected. So it was a fix. Now this is fixed, or will be fixed as soon as you do the update. Possible crash when using firmware update function. Leave console with empty OS partition. That has been fixed. Missing USB cable message. That's been fixed. Fragmented IP package is simply bugged. That's been fixed. Small persisting red line in output box clip indicator. Okay. TCP reemission bug could leading to some connection drop, mostly with wireless remote. So those of you who had a problem with dropping connection, maybe that's gonna fix your stuff. Dynamic stage connect routing, Automix page refresh has been fixed, and source usage I let user all routing, so that has been fixed also. Wow, a lot of bug fixes. Those guys are really working hard on the console, believe it. We've been going at this for a long time. A few more minutes. If you guys have any question, I want to open up the floor to all your questions. This is what usually we're doing. I think I spent a lot of time on some feature, but this is just to give you a basic idea of what's coming up with firmware 1.13. Once the official software is going to be released, I will do another live stream and we're going to go over the feature. Maybe some stuff will be added, maybe some stuff will be dropped, maybe nothing will change. Who knows? Guys, thank you very much for being here. Now it's your time to have the floor. Ask your question away. If you want to go over something else that we already look, again, please come here and ask away. We can revisit some stuff if I went too fast over something, or you have another way to explain me something that I did wrong. I'm all ear to understand what you guys have to say, or if to understand what's going on with the console. Please let me know. If you have any other stuff that you want to talk about, we're here for you guys. My friend Dominic, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup, Dominic, d'être avec nous aujourd'hui, d'avoir pris du temps. Thank you very much to everybody in the chat who helped me out. A very big shout out to Patrick. A very big shout out to Dream Hamster Production, Rob, Andy. Thank you very much for this. Thank you very much for being here and all the help that you gave me. I really appreciate it. Peter Visberg, I don't know how to Vischer, I don't know how to say your name, but Peter that sent me a couple pictures and explanation on my phone. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody else who subscribed as a member today. Thank you to everybody who is already a member. If you are not a member of the channel and you want to support me in what I do here, think about becoming a member or super member. Super member have one-on-one access with me. I give to every super member 1 hour of free time every month. Just have to send me an email. We schedule an appointment together and we got 1 hour of speaking. Could be over some feature, could be over anything. Just if you are a super member, send me an email. We're gonna just hang out. It's gonna be fun if we just hang out for an hour. You have to send me an email. I would say give me a call, like we're still in the 90s. No, that's not happening. My email will be in the description down in there under the video if you want to find it. MFM says, thanks for the effort and the inside peek at this new future release of the firmware. Thank you very much. Where can I find your mail? I read that. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Yeah, Pancho. Can you save one channel? Can you save one channel EQ with all the send level? That will be, I believe, there will be a snippet from now on, not a library stuff like we used to have. So maybe we'll have to check that out in deeper stuff. Once I need to understand the all show control stuff before we check all that. But yes, I believe this is a cool feature that we should keep. Thanks to everybody else who was in the chat. Cheers, dude. What else? What's going on? Any more question? Everybody's fed up with today. Guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I think there's a lot of stuff that has changed with the Wing. Welcome to Wing. It should be called 2.0, right? We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen with that. Okay, for real this time. Until the next one, it's already 4 o'clock here. Oh, wow, I got to fly. Guys, thank you very much for being here. I said all that stuff that I had to say. What's your best guess for release? When it's ready. Chris White, thank you. Guys, thank you very, very much for being here with me. Always a pleasure. I hope I'm going to leak some stuff more often for you guys. I needed to have the okay for this one. Stick around for the if that's button's gonna work. Patrick, you seriously, thank you for being here. Probably my best live stream, or most attended, because best live stream, that's not the one. Trust me, it's not the best one, but if maybe you learned something today, maybe you learned something new about the console, and here's a take that. I'm gonna keep it PG here. Here's a take that to all the people that didn't believe that the new firmware was gonna happen, and the show control was gonna happen, and the Wing edit's gonna happen. And I didn't show Wing edit because I cannot, but yeah, maybe in the future we will do a video on that. Let's just say that maybe the video was ready. It just needs to be released. I just need the okay for releasing that. Stick around, subscribe, give this video a like, and for real now. Until the next one, please take care of yourself. And I see you guys later.